I'm now in one of the 800 boutique homestays, or Yangjiale in Chinese, here in Moganshan. Well, with its stunning scenery and accommodation options for every budget, Moganshan has become a popular tourist destination for urbanites, especially from nearby cities like Hangzhou or Shanghai. Well, this trend has generated about 5,000 jobs in the hospitality sector here in Moganshan and has encouraged more than 3,000 young people from Zhejiang County to return home and start their own businesses. Well, annually, about 7 million tourists choose to stay in one of these B&Bs here in Moganshan and generating a revenue of about 3 billion yuan or 423 million US dollars. Well, the concept of Yangjiale was originated in 2007 by a South African man who was on his bike trip and he was captivated by the charm of Moganshan. Then he decided to stay here and renovate a castle which was built in 1910, the place I'm standing right now, into a boutique homestay called the Naked Castle. Well, I'm now joined by the regional general manager of Naked Castle, Mr. Marco Militzer. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, hi, and I'm very excited. Thank you very much.
So, Marco, I know you've been working in cities like Beijing and Sanya, and you're from Germany. So what is it about Moganshan that makes you want to stay here and work here long term?
So I came to Moganshan around 10 years ago because I joined a lifestyle and hospitality company, Naked Retreats, who's very much focused on sustainability and environmental protection and first-class service. So initially I led our first resort here in Moganshan, Naked Stables, and then was involved in the opening of Naked Castle here in 2017. There's actually a very interesting backstory to this resort. Our founder, Grant Horsfield, found ruins on top of the mountain and discovered the story of Dr. Duncan Main, a Scottish missionary who came to Moganshan around 100 years ago and built the first castle here. Well, and Moganshan, with the scenery, is a very pleasant place to be, so that's why I call it my home.
Fascinating. So I understand that ecological protection is a key focus during the renovation process of the castle. So can you share with us more about this process, and also what role does local government play in this process?
Yes, indeed, it was very important for us. For example, when designing all the properties and roads, we make sure that all the old trees around that area were preserved. And natural material and sustainable material was used during the construction. And also the old paths and historical paths were actually being kept. Yeah? And the local government, extremely supportive, especially with all the compulsive regularity. So they were very helpful, and it helped that they had the same vision as us. So basically, cooperation, innovation, supporting each other definitely made this project the key to success.
Thank you so much, Marco, for your time and insights. Yes, indeed, ecological protection is indeed important. As economy grows, we must prioritize ecological protection. And speaking of which, let's look at how a southern Chinese city is promoting ecological protection. Take a look.
This is Changkou village in Sanming City, southern China. 3 years ago, it made headlines by securing the country's first forest carbon credit stamp, with locals earning money from the scheme.
We each received 150 yuan from the sale.
Everyone found it incredible and amazing that even air could be sold.
Well, the sale wasn't exactly of air, but the net carbon sequestration of trees over a 5-year period. Unlike typical carbon trading schemes in China and elsewhere, which focus on newly planted forests, Sanming's innovation credits existing trees. The Sanming Forestry Bureau spearheaded the initiative.
On the 23rd of March, 2021, General Secretary Xi Jinping visited Sanming for an inspection tour and proposed the need to explore and improve mechanisms for realizing the value of ecological products. That was a catalyst.
Just 2 months after President Xi's visit, in May 2021, the Bureau issued its first forest carbon credit stamps. Since then, nearly 50 such projects have been launched in villages under Sanming City's jurisdiction, generating 2.3 million yuan or 330,000 US dollars in carbon trade. The extra income aims to better protect local forests and raise awareness about their ecological value.
Carbon sinks are actually one of the most environmentally friendly, cost-effective, and practical measures.
People's attitudes and perceptions about this idea are changing, and the shift is growing. By protecting our forests, we can gain even greater economic value from them.
A local afforestation company compared a well-managed forest plot with one that has not been fertilized and weeded.
The total timber volume here is 14 cubic meters per mu, while the adjacent area only reaches 7 to 8 cubic meters per mu, which is about a 40% difference.
The managed plot grew at a faster rate, therefore absorbing more carbon. Other provinces have begun issuing their own forest carbon credit stamps. But one challenge is the lack of wider recognition for these stamps. They don't count as China's certified emission reductions, known as CCER. This means the stamps cannot be used by major emitters to meet their carbon caps. Still, planners hope a national standard will be established to give the stamps wider tradability. Changkou has become a monument in China's ecological campaigns. In 1997, then Provincial Deputy Secretary Xi Jinping remarked here that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets. This slogan, etched in stone at the village center, served as a guiding principle that economic growth and environmental preservation must go hand in hand. Chen Lanyou, CGTN, Changkou Village, Fujian Province.